NASCAR fans, brace yourselves for the explosive moment when Tony Stewart lays into another driver in a violent manner. The racing world is buzzing with shock and intrigue as Stewart's relentless words have everyone wondering, and this time it's Austin Dillon who's the target of his blistering slam. You won't believe the intensity of this racing rivalry and the issues it raises for a rising star's future. Watch this must-see video now for all the drama and intensity. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. In the high-octane world of NASCAR racing, where split-second decisions can make or break a driver's career, we witnessed a moment that left many questioning the capabilities of Austin Dillon, the grandson of racing legend Richard Childress. It all unfolded in the chaotic Chicago race, where Dillon's lackluster performance and the subsequent crash triggered a wave of criticism from fans, who couldn't help but compare his struggles to the remarkable success of Kyle Busch and his 3 victories. Amidst the mounting controversy surrounding Dillon's on-track abilities, a crucial question emerges. Will this setback crush his aspirations of claiming victory, or will it ignite an unyielding determination to carve out a place among racing's elite and secure a spot in the playoffs? Sadly, hopes were dashed for Austin Dillon in Chicago as disaster struck in the final stages of the race, with less than 14 laps remaining. At that critical moment, Dillon held a promising position, leading ahead of notable contenders like Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch, who occupied the 3rd and 4th spots. However, lap 61 proved to be his undoing, as he lost control of his car and collided with the inside tire wall, inflicting significant damage and putting an end to his race. While this unfortunate incident effectively eliminated his chances of securing a victory, the disappointment was compounded by the resounding criticism from fans. They pointed out Dillon's struggles to match the performance of his teammate, Kyle Busch, who had already secured his place in the playoffs this season and celebrated multiple triumphs on the track. The stark contrast between their achievements could not be overlooked, leaving Dillon under scrutiny and his talent called into question. After the incident, what Austin faced was much more than expected. In a scathing tweet, fans wrote, "At NASCAR Chicago, so much for the Silver Spoon Granddaddy's boy at Austin Dillon 3 winning. What a hack." But they didn't stop there. They also aimed his criticism at Richard Childress, suggesting that it was time for a change within the team. In another tweet, they remarked, "And yet Papa Childress continues to employ him. It's time for a change." Another person said, "I knew this would happen today. It was just a matter of time." Many people were starting to doubt Dillon's ability to be a top-tier NASCAR driver, but the crash in Chicago seemed to be the last straw. As news of Austin Dillon's unfortunate crash in Chicago spread like wildfire, fans and critics wasted no time taking to social media to voice their opinions, with one prominent figure in the NASCAR community, Tony Stewart, not mincing his words. Known for his outspoken nature, Stewart criticized Dillon's performance and called into question his place in the sport, while also directing his ire towards Richard Childress, Dillon's grandfather and owner of Richard Childress Racing. During a press conference addressing the decision to hire Josh Berry as a replacement for Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart expressed his frustrations and shed light on the darker side of certain NASCAR teams. Stewart was accompanied by competition director Greg Zipadelli, Kevin Harvick, Rodney Childers, and Josh Berry as he made the much-anticipated announcement. Stewart indirectly criticized teams that prioritize giving opportunities to drivers of questionable racing talent, emphasizing his standpoint by stating, "I'm not interested in some kid's father coming and buying their way into the Cup Series. I have zero interest in that. We want guys that earn their way, that work hard, that understand the values it takes to be a top-tier driver, not someone who just got their high school diploma and suddenly becomes a Cup driver." After what Stewart said, it seems pretty correct why the NASCAR team owners should go for some talented drivers rather than some kid's father like Austin Dillon. Stewart reiterated his disinterest in such practices, emphasizing the importance of drivers like Josh Berry, who have put in the time and effort, and consistently made the most of their opportunities. He highlighted that championship drivers are built on the traits of hard work and earning their place, rather than taking an easy ticket to success. Tony Stewart said that because becoming a legendary figure in NASCAR, like Dale Earnhardt or Jimmy Johnson, is a feat that only a few drivers achieve. It's a career that requires unwavering dedication and hard work to secure a place in the prestigious Cup Series. However, the sport has seen instances where driver selection has been influenced by favoritism, casting a shadow on the fair evaluation of talent. Some teams have been known to prioritize hiring paid drivers, individuals who pay for the opportunity to drive. While it's not inherently wrong for drivers to have sponsor backing, it does mean that deserving and talented drivers who have earned their spots may be overlooked. The existence of such practices in NASCAR is disheartening. However, Stewart-Haas Racing is an organization that prides itself on rising above such practices. What do you think about Tony Stewart's comments? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button for more updates. However, the signing of Josh Berry necessitates a closer examination of sponsorship options for SHR once Kevin Harvick retires. There have been rumors of SHR potentially losing Smithfield had Eric Almirola proceeded with his retirement plans in 2022. Now the team faces a similar dilemma with Harvick's primary sponsor, Anheuser-Busch. After Kevin Harvick's retirement, Stewart Haas Racing is aware of the need to reignite its sponsorship appeal in a challenging environment where the number of sponsorship deals has declined compared to previous years in NASCAR. Sponsorships are crucial for teams to support their operations, making it essential to attract sponsors to sustain their competitiveness. In some cases, teams have resorted to hiring paid drivers to bring in sponsorship funding. For example, Joe Gibbs Racing hired Ty Gibbs, the 20-year-old grandson of team owner Joe Gibbs, to drive the number 54 Toyota, while Richard Childress Racing signed Austin Dillon, the grandson of Richard Childress, as a full-time Cup driver in 2014. However, Tony Stewart and his team have taken a different approach by hiring Josh Berry without any existing sponsors. During the press conference, Stewart addressed the sponsorship aspect, stating, "Right at this point, we are totally open. We're having discussions internally with current sponsors, and then we have a lot of potential sponsors that are interested in this program as well. So nothing to announce on that side yet, but there are a lot of conversations going on right now." Stewart's comments indicate that SHR is actively engaged in discussions with current sponsors and potential sponsors to secure the necessary backing for the team. Given Berry's successful track record at JR Motorsports and the reputation of the team he's joining, it's likely that he will attract sponsorship deals in due course. While specifics were not announced during the press conference, it is evident that SHR is working diligently to secure sponsorship support for its future endeavors. Stewart's strong words resonated with many disillusioned fans who had been growing increasingly skeptical of Dillon's abilities as a top-tier NASCAR driver. The crash in Chicago served as a tipping point for these critics, confirming their doubts and leading to a surge of negative sentiment towards Dillon's perceived lack of skill. Talking about the winner of yesterday's race, Shane Van Gisbergen, a native of Auckland, New Zealand, made a sensational debut in the NASCAR Cup Series at the historic Chicago Street Course. The renowned V8 Supercars champion with an impressive record of 3 championships and 80 career wins showcased his exceptional skills by winning the Grant Park 220. Representing Trackhouse Racing's Project 91 in a one-off start, Van Gisbergen seized the lead from Justin Haley in the final laps and secured a remarkable victory. In doing so, Van Gisbergen etched his name in NASCAR history as the first driver in the modern era to win his Cup Series debut, a feat unseen since 1963. After a decade of dominating the V8 Supercar circuit, including triumphs at the prestigious Bathurst 1000, Van Gisbergen ventured to the United States to pursue his passion for NASCAR. Throughout the weekend, he consistently displayed his speed and skill, ultimately capitalizing on his fresher tires to seize the lead from Haley, who had employed a different strategy. While facing challenges from other drivers like Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick, Van Gisbergen showcased his expertise on street courses, demonstrating his mastery of the track. He made a decisive move to overtake Haley on a restart with 5 laps remaining and successfully navigated an overtime restart, leaving an indelible mark on the world of NASCAR. Now, as the NASCAR season presses on, the spotlight is firmly on Austin Dillon. Will he rise above the scathing criticism and prove his detractors wrong? Or will he succumb to the weight of their low expectations? Only time will tell if Dillon can bounce back from this setback and silence the naysayers once and for all. So, that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.